Yeah, enjoyed it. It's been a good challenge. Again, a franchise team, it's always, you don't really know what to expect. So I felt like we came together really well as a group and brought into the way of playing. And yeah, we can look back at it now and we've had a really good season. So hopefully we can build on it next year.
And then this team came together with the chemistry really quickly, even before the first game, and started against Galaxy very well. What were the keys in those moments, maybe in closed doors, in the airport, in those just team meetings to really build that chemistry outside of football?
Yeah, I think just being in that competitive environment together, it really builds connections, builds bonds, and just that idea of togetherness was so important in how we wanted to play as well. We were connected on and off the pitch, so that was an important kind of perspective on how we want to play. So just establishing those connections as early as possible were important to the success that we had.
And then what has been your growth with the team from coming over from England and making an impact here and having the time and the minutes that you've had? How have you improved as a player with NAFC?
I feel like I've definitely improved. I feel like I've had to adapt to a different style, a different way of playing. But once you're kind of in that environment day in, day out, you start to become more familiar with with the components that it takes to be in the team. So I feel like I've developed different areas of my game this year, and ultimately as a player, it's all about improving, and I want to continue to improve.
Alex, you're amongst the players that are for sure staying another season. Do you feel like that gives you an advantage toward some possibly new signings next season? You're already used to the style, you know what the culture is here. Do you feel like that's kind of the case here?
Yeah, it helps, obviously, being familiar with the style and being here and knowing the way of playing. It's important that we have guys that can kind of help new players that come in next year. So, it's that kind of responsibility that I'll have to take to help grow the team, because we want to have another successful year. So it's important that everyone's on board.
The expectations for this club this year were pretty unclear. It was a brand new team, right? But now moving on to next season, more teams are going to start kind of circling the game against San Diego, knowing how competitive you guys play. Do you think the expectation next season is championship for sure?
Listen, we just want to focus on taking it day by day and just enjoying the season. And we've kind of set that bar for ourselves, which is exciting. Peak teams in the league know the quality that we have, so that's it's a good responsibility to have, and hopefully we can build on that and just continue to make steps in the right direction.